Hello, I am Kate Hudson, and this
is Kate Hudson. 10 interesting facts you might not have known before. Kate Hudson is a talented and much-loved American actress. She's also the daughter of actress Goldie Hawn and has 3 children of her own. She has an impressive 14 million followers on Instagram and a charming net worth of $80 million. She starred in at least 35 films such as Fool's Gold, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, and You, Me, and Dupree. She's also starred in a brand new musical drama titled Music earlier this year. These are a few of the more well-known facts about her. But what else might you not have known about Kate Hudson? Let's find out right here on Persona Pop. Number 1. Her brother Oliver had an interesting nickname for her as a kid. Kate Hudson is one of the most beautiful women on earth and was even named one of People magazine's most beautiful people in 2008. Yet, growing up, she looked a little, let's say, awkward. So much so that her brother gave her the nickname Hammerhead. She says it's because her eyes were on the side of her face. Though they seem to have settled now, or as she says, they've grown into where they're supposed to be now. Number 2. She has many talents, with winemaking being one of them. In a 2015 interview, Kate revealed to wine enthusiasts that she grew up with parents who were fans of wine and even took her and her brother along on wine tasting trips. Her stepfather, Kurt Russell, eventually started making his own wine, and so she thought she would give it a try. She says, "I had the realization of how creative the process really is. But what's very different from making movies is that everything in wine is connected to nature. Your grapes can only be as good as your year. This is one of the things that makes it very special and incredibly unique." She loves the process so much that she set up a wine company with her now ex-fiancé in 2011 called Hudson Bellamy Wines. And yes, they're still business partners despite calling off their engagement. Number 3. She hates watching herself on screen. Have you ever listened to a voice recording of yourself and hated it? That's exactly how Kate feels about seeing herself on screen. She says,
"Oh, I hate it." Because when you're doing it, you're not thinking about anything like that. Hopefully you're not completely vain and thinking about what it's going to look like or what when you're in it, it's a completely different experience than when you're watching it, right? It takes a good 4 times for me to see a movie for me to actually kind of relax. Maybe if I was directing it. On a film where you go and you show up and you put your all into something and then it goes to the director in the editing room and next thing you know, you're just seeing the movie and you're like, what? You're like, it's just slowly starts sinking down and you don't know what to expect. The whole experience is just completely anxiety-ridden for me.
That has to make film premieres quite challenging, right? Number 4. She's a certified scuba diver. We have to admit, this one comes as no surprise. Kate is widely considered a tomboy and the kind of girl who doesn't shy away from adventure. So when she teamed up with Matthew McConaughey for the film of Fool's Gold in 2008, she got her scuba certification on the Great Barrier Reef in Australia. What's surprising is, she wasn't exactly keen on it in the beginning. Though she says she loves it now and thinks of it as a real accomplishment. She treasures her feat so much that she even carries her certificate around in her wallet. Number 5. She's a best-selling author. Apart from a highly successful acting career, Kate has also written 2 best-selling books. They're titled Pretty Happy, The Healthy Way to Love Your Body, and Pretty Fun, Creating and Celebrating a Lifetime of Tradition. The first, published in 2016, is a fitness or lifestyle book, and the second, published in 2017, is a health or lifestyle book. Taking into account her activewear brand, Fabletics, it makes sense that she would tap into that industry a little more. Number 6. Her go-to stress release is dancing. While she's obsessed with yoga, dancing remains her number 1 outlet for built-up stress. In 2016, she told Self that dance is a thing that clears her head. "Sometimes I'll lock myself in a room and dance. I'll turn music on as loud as possible and just get weird. Apparently nowhere is off limits for an impromptu dance party. In 2015, she filmed herself dancing in an airport with her son Ryder. Can you imagine having that much self-confidence? Don't worry, we can't either. Number 7. Her mother stole her first role from her. As a teen, Kate already knew she wanted a career as an actress. Only her mom wasn't so keen on letting her become a child star. Fair enough, we guess, but the lengths Goldie Hawn went to keep Kate from starting her career too early is a little less fair. Goldie eventually gave in and helped Kate get an audition for a television project. Kate landed the role, but instead of Goldie telling her that, she denied the part on Kate's behalf and then stole the role from her instead. Kate only found out about it several years later, but obviously saw it for what it was. Water under the bridge, because they're an incredibly tight mother-daughter duo. Number 8. Kate is a school dropout. After graduating from high school, Kate applied to and got accepted at New York University. The only problem was, the acting bug had bitten her so hard, so she begged her parents to allow her to take some time off from school in order to pursue a career in acting. By this time, Goldie had made peace with it, or perhaps still felt guilty about her stealing her first role, that she had no objections. And it's a good thing she didn't, because a few years later, Kate was cast in her breakout role in Almost Famous.
We are not groupies.
This is Penny Lane, man. Show some respect.
Groupies sleep with rock stars because they want to be near someone famous. We're here because of the music. We are Band-Aid.
Number 9. She's musically inclined. This one came as quite a big surprise to us. But did you know that Kate Hudson can play both the piano and guitar? She says she's not very good, but perhaps she's being modest or she just needs a bit of practice. Nonetheless, in a 2019 interview about her just-released musical drama, Music, she hinted or joked about her plans to release an album. She said, "I have a movie coming out. I think it's gonna be in the fall. That's a musical. It's the first time I've sung contemporary music, and I think after that, I'll probably release something. I feel like it's one of the things I have to do at some point. I don't care what it does." Number 10, and finally, in 2002, Kate turned down the iconic role of Mary Jane Watson in Spider-Man. Had she taken the role, she could have been a Marvel heroine. But just because she's rich and famous doesn't mean she doesn't make mistakes. We definitely feel like we know Kate Hudson a little better now. Feel free to like this video and subscribe to make sure you're notified of future releases. Let us know what you thought in the comment section, or tell us which celebrities you'd like to hear more about. Join us again next time for more on your favorite celebrities, right here on Persona Pop.